So today we're going to be diving into how to improve the LTV of your Shopify store. We scaled multiple brands now to over $1 million a month with Facebook ads and Shopify. And one of the biggest things that helps us scale is improving the LTV of our customers. And the reason why this is important is because it allows us to have more profit per customer, which increases overall profits of the business. It allows us to actually spend more on Facebook ads, have a lower acquisition ROAS and a higher CPA without having to be so reliant on that front end profitability. Now, I've gotten a lot of questions on how to actually improve LTV. If you've been on the channel for a while, you've actually probably already seen me talk about these types of things, and I'll be showing you exactly step by step today what we look at. So if we come in, dive into my computer right here, we'll see that LTV is composed of a couple different things. And we'll start off first with just customer experience. And I really like to say first time customer experience. If you go and try a restaurant in your area, you go to some restaurant that a lot of people have been talking about and it's your first time going in, like this is a world-class restaurant where all year round it's perfect, but just that one day, maybe that one particular server you had, maybe before she went into work and that poor waitress maybe her boyfriend broke up with her, and just that one day you had a bad day, she was just having a bad experience, and when you came in, you had her as a waitress and she treated you terribly. You would never go back to that restaurant again, especially too if the food wasn't good either. Like that's a big hey, I'm not going back. And that's really important when it comes down to first time customer experiences with any of your products. All of your products have to have world-class customer experiences, because if not, shipping took a week longer than expected. They got the product in and it was damaged. We had a client one time where 50% of the products they were shipping out were damaged and broken to the point where no one was coming back and they were getting a ton of refunds. We had a client before that had extremely long shipping time. They were promoting 5 to 7 days and actually it was taking 5 to 7 weeks. So this is important right here, is to get that customer experience, that first time customer experience nailed down. And that's going to be your main product right now that you're pushing. Just really focus on improving that right there. Now, the next aspect is, what is the purpose of your brand? And this is where, okay, you nail down that first product. Let's just say your first product is compression socks. I've seen a few people, specifically my inner circle group and a couple people just online selling those compression socks. And, I can either go into it the purpose of the brand to deal with, I think those compression socks help with diabetes and stuff like that. People with swollen legs and stuff due to diabetes and everything. So I could literally focus my brand around helping people with diabetes, and I can launch a bunch of products around diabetes to help further solve that problem right there. Or I can also make the purpose of my brand focusing more on just more affordable and accessible health products. It doesn't really, either way is technically correct, but for me specifically, I like to dive into a problem and focusing on creating a lot of products to solve that problem right there. We look at my own personal brand, right? I got my free YouTube content. That's technically the first time customer experience. And then I have all of my other products. I have my agency, I have my inner circle, I have my ebook, and I have my course. All of these continue to help solve that problem of being able to scale Facebook ads profitably. You have to really kind of decide what's the purpose of the brand. And it also doesn't have to specifically speak to a problem. I deal with a lot of fashion and clothing brands where there's really no problem it's trying to solve. It's just more specifically selling a feeling, selling a lifestyle. And then it's hey, if we're trying to mimic a lifestyle, I bought a domain recently, and this domain is called runclubathletics.com because I was thinking about starting a clothing brand specifically for Run Club. And all of the clothing was going to be focusing around Run Club and a very positive, happy experience, because a lot of the Run Club is very not really serious runners that are gearing up to go run a marathon, but I wouldn't really say they're bad runners either. They're pretty chilled, laid back people that are just kind of getting into this club for the fun of it. So it's going to kind of focus more on the fun branding aspect. And I could create a lot of products for Run Club specifically that focus on that branding. And that's going to be the purpose of that, which is just a fun brand for people that do Run Club. Now, the key thing here of why you need to decide the purpose of your brand is because once you understand the purpose of your brand, that's going to give you the like if you go bowling, there's those little things that kind of pop up to keep the ball from going into the gutter. Same thing here. The purpose of the brand is what keeps you kind of on the runway, and any products that fall without it, we don't want those products. We want only the products that are aligned with the purpose of the brand. Now, it's all going to make sense here in a second. Just keep in mind. So once we nail down that first customer experience, we nail down the purpose of the brand. And then next thing is we want to start surveying customers. Now, the reason why we want to start surveying customers is because we want to further understand what these customers need. For me, like from 2019 all the way up into November 2022, I only had my agency. I didn't have any other source of income. My only income was coming from the agency. And it wasn't until November of 2022 that I kept getting a ton of people in my YouTube comments. Hey, if you have a course, I want to buy it. Hey, can you mentor me and stuff like that? And I just literally just push people away and say, no, I don't, because the reason why is my agency was my focus. But because enough people came to me and said, with like a problem, they would watch these YouTube videos, they couldn't afford my agency. And it was like, well, the problem I created for people was that now it's like, well, Nick, I don't really want to work with you as an agency. I'm trying to do this myself. And your YouTube videos are valuable, but I need you to give me specific advice for my brand. And it was like, even though I would reply to every YouTube comment, like people still couldn't show up their whole brand in the YouTube comment. So I created a problem for people. And then I asked people, hey, if I started a mentorship, who would be interested? And I literally launched my inner circle for $500 a month. It's $1,000 a month now. So everyone who got in for $500 a month, great. I launched it November 2022. I limited to only 25 people. 25 people joined literally within, I think, 4 days it took to get all 25 people in. I literally just made an Instagram post and a YouTube post about it and flooded in. I closed the doors until I think January 1st of 2023. And then from January 1st, 2023 to now, I raised the price to $600 a month, $750 a month. I want to say even maybe $800 or $900 a month, and then $1,000 a month. And since then, we've been coasting on $1,000 a month just due to pure like demand and stuff like that. So the long story short here is you want to survey people and ask people like, hey, what are other problems you have right now? What are other products you want to see? You just ask the people and your customers will tell you what you want. You don't have to sit there and guess and check. I think like people feel embarrassed to almost ask people. And I still don't understand why, but they always feel embarrassed to ask their customers, hey, what are the problems you're struggling with? Hey, what are products you like to see? Like, just fucking ask them. They already spent money with you. What are they gonna do now? Like, ask them what they want to see and get that feedback, because that can help you like not make dumb mistakes. We had this one particular client one year, and this particular client decided to launch a new product, and this client didn't come to us or anything like that. Literally just sent us a message one day and said, hey, I just invested I think it was like $30,000 or $40,000 in this new product. Never surveyed their customers, never hyped the product or anything like that. Just invested $30,000, $40,000 into this product, got it, put it on the site, send email blasts out, and guess what? Out of, I don't know, a couple thousand customers they sold two units. And I'm talking about like a 60, 70, or not even a 60, like more like a $30, $40 AOV product. Like, they probably had like 1,000 bags of whatever this product was. And yeah, that's the reason why, is because they didn't survey their customers, figure out what their customers were struggling with and what problems they could further solve. They didn't hype it up or anything like that. And then guess what? They made a huge mistake and lost a lot of money. Now, once you survey your customers, you have a first class experience, amazing first customer experience. You have the purpose of your brand. You survey your customers to see what they want. And now you start to understand, okay, here's some products that align with our purpose of what we can do next. Now we can start looking at, okay, what are other products that we can offer to deliver better results? So this is also another thing right here that kind of goes back to what I said earlier about, kind of my journey with Offer the Inner Circle and all that stuff like that. So you can also look at what are other products you can offer that deliver better results related to specifically your kind of like main focus right now. That's another thing. And these kind of go hand in hand together, these surveys and kind of like that right there. Now, the next thing you want to do is hype up this new product launch. So let's say you survey your customers, you figure out the products you want to offer and bring to the market and everything like that. Now, you don't want to just go out into the website and say, hey, it's live. There's a process to launching these products. And you want to kind of make it feel like the community was involved here. So the first thing you want to do, obviously, is once you survey those customers, you want to tell them, hey, we surveyed you guys voted, and these are the 4 products we're thinking about launching. Out of these 4 products, which one do you want to see? Let people vote. Like, again, don't feel like you have to, like, guess and check this stuff. Let people vote. Again, a very simple thing you can do that's going to save you a ton of money. Okay, hey, we did a survey to customers. We figured out people are struggling with this. We think people want this. Let's go in, write down those 4 products, get people to vote, and then guess what? You from there have solid data now of, okay, hey, we had 50 votes for this. We had 1 vote for this, and we were about to invest $50,000 in this thing that only got 1 vote that people wanted. So for me, it's like I would steer very far away from the thing that got 1 vote and invest my money into the thing that got the vote. And y'all can literally use a Google form for this. This is nothing complex. Like, I'm talking about email marketing with, we personally like Klaviyo, but I think some people use like SendLane or something like that. Klaviyo we use, and then you can use Google Forms right there. And Google Forms, you can do different surveys and stuff like that and just do a mass email to your existing customers. And here we want to do, obviously we have the first one, which is a survey. Second one, here's the products we're thinking about launching. You can vote. Then the next thing you want to do is simply tell people, hey, look, you guys voted. You all want to see, sparkling water. So we're going to launch this next supplement to our brand. And then from there, maybe another couple days later, hey, this product is going to launch on this date. Then a couple days later, send out a couple testimonial emails, a couple like hype up emails. Hype up email, you're just really kind of showcasing like how awesome this product is going to be, basically. And then from here, finally, your launch day. Boom, you launch the thing. Also, another key thing I like to add to that is when you do your launch day is have a special offer for the first X number of people to buy. We were working with this clothing brand about 2 years ago. I think 2-3 years ago, we started with this particular clothing brand. If you've been on the channel for a while, and they've never launched a t-shirt before, like never. It's always pants. And this again, a couple years ago, like when we first started working with them. So we told them when they're about to do this big launch, and we told them, hey, look, I want you to go and create some type of like free t-shirt, something like that. So they created this limited design t-shirt, and this limited design t-shirt looked good. It wasn't like a, hey, limited design product and it looked like shit, like it was actually a good looking t-shirt, and they never launched any t-shirts or really like any shirts before. So like this is very special to them since they've only did pants. And what we did is we went ahead and we promoted that, hey, the first 50 people, like we're launching tomorrow at 9 a.m. Central Time. The first 50 people that buy get a free t-shirt, and they showed the t-shirt itself. The automatically added to the cart via Shopify and stuff like that. And it crushed for them because they had a ton of people that wanted that t-shirt. So a ton of people ran in to try to be one of those first few people that bought at 9 a.m. So it's a really powerful technique to get a lot of people to try to purchase at once. And even if they don't get it, then cool. Like there's still a big crowd of people, and it's going to really be powerful with getting that big momentum right there. And a special offer could be anything. It could even literally be like the first 50 people. Hey, this is a new product for launching. For example, my inner circle, I only limited it to 25 people, and I literally said like, hey, it's starting off at $500 a month because this is a special introductory pricing. It's my first time launching this program. I'm getting everyone beta pricing for being early. So I gave people literally a lower price tag because I knew that it was my first time doing this, and I wanted to give them an incentive to jump in now, and I was limiting it to 25 people. So you could play around with different incentives for why people should purchase now related to that. And then from here, we have our launch date. Awesome. And the next key thing that is I'm really big on habits as a business owner, and you want to look at picking different time frames and repeat this. For me personally, I like to launch a new offer every year. So, I have my agency offer, then I have my inner circle offer, then I have my course offer, then I have my ebook. So I've launched 4 offers over the last 4 years, and I push all 4 of them all the time. So over time, one day I'll have like 10, 20 offers that's just going to make me a fuckload of money. In this particular case right here, I choose yearly. There's clothing brands we work with where literally every single week they're launching products. There's technology companies we work with that literally launch a new product once a quarter. There's other e-com brands that launch a new product once a month. I don't really care what time frame you pick. Just pick a time frame you can stay consistent with. That's the biggest thing right there. Don't pick weekly if you can't stay consistent with that. I much prefer you to stay yearly, do it right. Then once you get really good at doing it yearly, do quarterly. And once you get really good at quarterly, guess what? do it monthly, then bi-weekly, then weekly. But only once you get good at each one, then go further down the line, because the more reps, you can do more reps when you get really good at it. When it's your first time, you're likely gonna be very slow. It takes a lot more time because it's your first time doing it and stuff like that. So hopefully this helps you guys out improve your LTV. Here's what we do for all of our multi-million-dollar Shopify store clients. I've done this now for 5 different brands. And if you want to be like one of those people, click the link below to have Nick Theriot run your Facebook ads, where I come in and help you run your business, run your Facebook ads, all of those good things right there. And then if you want me to mentor you, I have my inner circle below, Nick's inner circle, and you click the link below to learn more about that and apply now. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you have a good rest of y'all day. Hit the like button, hit that subscribe button for new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I'll talk to you guys later. Peace.